There's the initial colony, which gives us some industry, some research, some basics to, just start out. Also pretty high maintenance. Yeah, check out. Income is 3 BC from taxes. Spending is 15, maintenance is 12. Colonies are very, very bad when you start out, I guess. They require a lot of outside supports. We're gonna buy the first factory because getting started takes for fucking ever. Now it's only a month to the next factory. I might buy that one too. We've already used up more than half of the national treasury, and it's only been weeks. Fuck, I'm a good leader. I don't know what I want to do with this planet. I might just make it a shit planet. I might switch it over to research and just build a lot of xenolabs after the first couple factories. I'll decide that later. We gotta keep on the move. Arcadia, our first colony. I'm so proud. Alright. The Farishta, the Aventura, and the Enterprise are all moving. Alright, we're about 3 months into the game. For 3 months, a new interstellar colony, several faster than light colony vessels, and a new form of propulsion, Not bad. The Terran Federation continues to progress. We have a mighty 0 in our military strength because we don't know how to put guns on ships. Our economy is 88, which is 100 is competitive, so 88's not too bad. I'm kind of wrecking the economy with my recklessness. See there, losing 41 BC a turn. That is something to think about. But for now, instead of fixing spending, I'm just going to tax more. America has taught me well. This will stave off a little bit. Approval, I like to have high approval, but I generally keep it around 60% just because I tax so high, because, hey, the national engine needs fuel. Oh my, Banfield. You shouldn't have. Banfield 3, a class 12. This icon represents planets that, you should kill for. The Aventura will go straight to Banfield 3. Banfield 2 is Class 8. Class 8 is not bad at all. Farishta will go to Banfield 2. The Banfield system. I'm glad we found you. The Enterprise is worth its weight in gold. Go that way. An anomaly. A wormhole. That transports your ship to a random place in space. I kind of don't want that because I need it here to explore near-Earth systems. Another Endeavor comes out next week. Just keep them coming, Earth. Population growth is almost keeping up with colonization demand. Xeno research has been perfected. I'm not going to bother reading all these because that would take forever and a half. If you want to read them, just pause the video or something, feel free. Some really funny and creative descriptions they got. The team behind this, very creative. Research centers is 68 weeks. We're going to wait until we're a little better at science before we try that. I am going to pick up stellar cartography just so we can see planets on the minimap, and it's pretty cheap. Leads us to the sensor tech route, which I might go down a little bit. Entertainment network complete on Earth. Earth now has nothing to build on the ground. Excess social production will go towards military. Good stuff. And another Endeavor class has been completed on Earth. I am proud. We're going to go to Arcadia for a moment. Buy them another factory. Then they'll complete another factory in 2 weeks. I kind of want to get these guys started as soon as possible, even though that's kind of a stupid thing to do. The budget's looking better, though, despite everything I'm doing. Slightly better. Another coronation ceremony for another ship. The TFV Majesty. Why not? Just popping these things off on the fly, baby. Going... I'll tell you what. I'll send the Majesty that way. Do a little exploring of its own, see what we can see. Ships on autopilot move at the end of the turn, but I get paranoid a lot, so I move them for myself before the end of the turn. It's just what I do. There's the population graph. You can kind of tell when each colony ship gets launched. I am going to have to let up after this one or the next one, probably. Just for a while. Time marches on, as does science. Ooh, dude. That system's second planet has a Earth quality world. That's good times. After Banfield 3 is named and colonized, Haven. We will... Ooh, ethical dilemmas. I was wondering when one of these was going to come up. Our researchers have discovered that Haven has a unique magnetic field that can be used to our advantage. Through the use of reconfigured power generation stations, it should be possible to make a localized energy field capable of enhancing planetary defenses within a large radius around each station. The reconfiguration process is irreversible, and long-term proximity to a reconfigured power station shortens a person's lifespan considerably. Got your three options here that you can take. The good option, if we must shorten our citizens' lives to protect them, what is the point? We will not use any reconfigured power stations on the planet. The neutral option, we cannot ignore this benefit. Use reconfigured power stations only where we expect to build critical infrastructure. We can rotate out affected personnel to reduce their long-term exposure time, which gives you a 3% bonus to planetary defense. Everyone knows that the last years of life are the worst ones, so why do them a favor and eliminate those years? Use reconfigured power stations everywhere on the planet. And that gives you a 30% planetary defense bonus. Now, the evil option is always more tempting in terms of you gain more for doing the evil action, but with this one, it's not really a contest. I mean, I'm not expecting one of my core planets most away from the aliens to ever get invaded, unless this goes really bad. And if it does, I probably won't post this at all. I'll probably post it if I get my ass kicked. That's what people want to see. But no, goody two-shoes time this time, although I normally do pick the neutral option for a small bonus. Alright, here's our planet. We get an influence bonus tile. And other than that, you know, just standard issue. This, I will also turn to production. I should assign more to research. Eventually. Haven's not looking... Arcadia, excuse me, isn't looking bad. Money is running a bit tight. Alright, next week Arcadia is going to finish its factory. Then it will work on a starport. And then it can start making ships for me. And, what the hell, some Xeno Labs and an entertainment network. So anyway, I'm not even gonna bother. It's a waste of both our times. The Farishta is closer, so it will move to the better planet, just to make sure I get it. The Majesty can go to Banfield too. The next colony ship, next week. That's the only habitable planet, only 2 planets in that system. We are approaching the Drath, or the Drath are approaching us. Looking on the map, I don't really see much in the way of expansion. I'm sure a couple races have claimed a few colonies. Anyway, end turn. Stellar cartography has been completed. Why don't we ever see anything that's positive on modern news? The next level of sensors is going to take like 2 months. I am not going to plug that much time in, honestly. Instead, nothing's really cheap or easy. Advanced computing will let us go down the miniaturization tech tree, which lets us fit more on our ships. That is good stuff.